Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Eureka Springs channel. I'm Melody Purdy, your host, and I'm coming to you live from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. I'm here to help you understand all of the great things that are going on in Eureka Springs, and we are here to actually celebrate all of the good people, the good places, and the good news that comes from Eureka Springs, Arkansas. And I've got a lot of great, exciting things to talk about today, so hang in there with me. If you want to ask a question or make a comment, just do so in the comments below, and we'll try to get to your questions if you have any. Appreciate you watching us live. Please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. We would appreciate your support. So thanks for joining us live today. And I'm here to tell you a little bit about a festival that we have every year. And it's that time again to talk about our fall activities here in Eureka Springs. And I've invited some people here today to talk about a collaborative effort that some folks have gotten together to pull off another great event. So we've got the Eureka Springs Chamber of Commerce, and we have the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce, and of course, a part of the team is also the Berryville Area Chamber of Commerce. They've collaborated to put together a festival, and I'm going to bring those folks on board today to let you hear them tell their story. So let me first bring on Mr. Devin Henderson from the Eureka Springs Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, Melody, thanks for having us.
And I see you got a sidekick there behind. I see Mike Seals.
Yeah, I'm his shoulder monkey here today.
All right, well, somebody's got to do it. I love it. Well, you guys have been busy putting together this event. This has historically been a Eureka Springs Chamber of Commerce event. So tell us about the event, if you don't mind, gentlemen.
I'll start us off. So, last year we couldn't have the 50th Antique Auto Show in Eureka Springs because of COVID and the shutdowns and that type of thing. So last year we did what was called 49.5, Antique Auto 49.5 Cruise In. So we just invited people to come and still remember that time in September where the antique autos are traveling around Eureka Springs and enjoying the town and driving through downtown. And we had some participation last year, but we decided to go ahead and do what we're calling the 50th Antique Auto in the Ozarks this September, 9th through the 12th. And we decided, let's collaborate with our neighbor chambers with this event to make it not just a Eureka Springs event, but to make it an Ozark event. And so this year we've got Barb Talbot with the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce and Dean Lee with the Berryville Chamber of Commerce. And so we've put together the 50th Antique Auto in the Ozarks in conjunction with our partner neighbors. And we're going to have events Thursday through Sunday, the 9th through the 12th. And we're excited to share that information with you. And we're getting word out right now to everybody who's been past participants. And we're looking forward to a great September fall time, early fall time here in about a month, a little over a month.
I know, it's really close. Well, it must be, it's really exciting to see that the collaboration. We've got Barbara on board here. Let me bring her on the screen to talk a little bit about this collaboration. Barb, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Melody. Thanks for having us.
Well, how exciting that you guys are, the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce is joining efforts. Tell us a little bit about that conversation when you got the call that y'all wanted to come together on this project.
Well, actually, Devin and Mike have been very generous to me to be able to promote Holiday Island in general. And as Mike said, he said, he agrees that what is good for Eureka Springs is good for Holiday Island. We also feel that way about Berryville. We figure, especially since Holiday Island is now a new city, it's going to be just a matter of years that those cities are going to be blending. And this is more in the thinking of this is a Carroll County event rather than
right.
Individual. And we have a greater energy to do this together. So when Mike and Devin and I got together, and Drew also Berryville in here with Dean Lee, we said we don't have a lot of time, but we all have enough experience, and we each have our niches. So we've kind of divided those niches out, and we have sprung into action, and we're developing every day. But it's going to be a fantastic event with particular events highlighted at each location. And
Yes.
I'll go back to Mike because Mike and Devin, they'll have the kickoff, if you will, of this, and then I'll come in later.
Yeah, so tell us about that, Devin. I know there's something every day. So if you would take us through the schedule and who's participating, and then Barb, when it comes to your part, I know there's a leg of this particular event that's going to happen right out there at Holiday Island. So Devin, take it away if you don't want mind. Tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're super excited about this event for many reasons, and also with the collaboration of the chambers. This is a destination, and we want to promote the destination as a whole. So it should be a super exciting time. And I do want to mention that this year the Antique Autos in the Ozark is being presented by CS Bank, and we very much appreciate them and couldn't do it without their support. But yeah, so we have something planned for each day. September 9th would be the kickoff day. That's a Thursday. We have a sunset cruise that we're planning through Carroll County. Also a grill out at Stonegate Lodge, who's our lodging partner on this event. So if somebody's looking for lodging, Stonegate should be your first call on this one. And they do still have a few rooms left. So it'll be a grill out at Stonegate. The Young Americans over at Center Stage are going to be offering special pricing to Antique Auto folks. So Antique Auto participants will get the child price on an adult ticket. So that's a good deal for them. Friday, there's going to be a poker run in Berryville, which will incorporate the square and the community center and some other things. There'll be prizes and entertainment. And Dean says that, that kicks off at 6 p.m. The poker run in Berryville. Registration starts at 5. You'll go to the community center to pick up your cards. There'll be awards and music at 8. So Friday will be a big night over in Berryville. That'll be exciting. Then Saturday we'll have at 2 o'clock. We'll have the parade through historic Eureka Springs, which is always a great time.
Is that at 2 o'clock? Is that at 2 o'clock?
Yep, that's at 2 o'clock.
2. Okay.
And the city of Eureka Springs was gracious enough to approve that parade permit. So we're really excited about that. We'll stage everybody here at the chamber office at the Eureka Springs Community Center. And we'll do the traditional parade route through the historic loop and down through historic downtown up to the top of Planter Hill. So that'll be a really good time. And then folks will have some time after that to have some lunch, shop, do what they want to do, ride around town and see the cars. I mean, we envision, that there'll be antique autos most anywhere you go. And so those folks tend to congregate. So you'll likely see congregations of specific types of cars at different places around town, which is always fun. And then Saturday night, Holiday Island Chamber is hosting a September 11th tribute, which is going to be also fantastic out at the Veterans Memorial Park. And there'll be vendors and live entertainment, and that should be an awesome time as well. And I'll let Barb get into the details on that more.
Yeah.
But,
so Barb, tell us about that out the Veterans Memorial Park. That facility is right past Sunfest there at Holiday Island. Could you tell us a little bit about the activities there and parking? I know might be some people that might be questioning about that. How do they do that out there?
Well, I'm going to back up first of all and focus on the special things that we're going to be offering to the participants of the Antique Car Show. We're dealing with our retailers in all 3 cities, and we're going to be putting together a goodie bag that's going to have discount tickets in it and so forth. And also, and the participation is just as you would expect, and nothing less than wonderful. So that'll be in place. And then Saturday night, we're also going to have door prizes available, and they will include things like a 1-year membership that has a $400 value in the new HISSLE indoor gun range. We've got 4 golf passes and carts from the Holiday Island Golf Pro Shop. Sunfest, 2 $50 gift certificate. Table Rock Landing has 2 night stays.
My goodness.
And
Wow.
on and on and on. And we have just begun in that. For that particular drawing that evening, because we want everybody from surrounding areas to come and enjoy the full evening of events, we're going to have those drawings throughout the evening, and then the big prize at the very end, and you must be present to win. But we're going to start the evening off as it should be, as a commemorative time for the September 11th events, and that'll open up with our American Legion locally, and we'll have a couple of speakers that'll have about 5 minutes to help us all get in the moment of what that day really means. There's a lot of folks around that weren't around at the time. And then we're going to kick off with some music, and of course some of it will be of a commemorative theme, like Lee Greenwood's song and so forth. But it's going to be a fun event. We will have vendors here for food and so forth, and it's just going to be a great time. As far as parking, we always deal with our folks for our parking, and we've got a big parking lot there. And we will be prepared, and we'll judge as we go along on what the participation is on the cars coming in for the antique car showing, and then go from there. But we've always had a lot of participation from our groupers and just group organization.
Wonderful. That's going to be a nice evening out at Holiday Island for sure. And I can't wait for the parade through town. That's always a big deal. Love people, people crowding around and watching the show. I've got here's some cars from years past from y'all. This is just so much fun. Looking at all the, I'm guessing that there are cars based on every decade coming through, right, Devin?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You wouldn't believe the spread that comes through, and I might be a little biased, but I'm not just saying that for that reason. It's my absolute favorite weekend.
It's your favorite?
It is. I'm a history guy, and you'll see some cars that, one, you've never seen before, and two, you'll never see again.
Never see again.
Yeah, and so even if you're not a car person, oh man, it's just cool seeing them.
Yes.
It really is, and the people that are driving them are just as cool as the cars. Interesting.
Yeah.
People.
Yes, and people are passionate. Go ahead.
One thing I was going to add is the Palace Hotel has agreed to allow antique auto car owners to come and get a picture op in front of the Palace in the yellow 15-minute parking section.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we're working to get a photographer set up so that people could go and park there and get a picture op in front of the historic Palace Hotel. So that'll be a fun thing also.
Definitely.
And if there are one other thing that you're probably going to get into, but we encourage any and everybody that plans on coming to pre-register for the different aspects and the different events that are being held during that time, because in some cases there will be limits to the number of people that could participate in events. So registering, will be important for the antique auto car owners. Yeah. Right.
And so we've got that on the screen there, the website for people to go and register. And are there costs involved to participate, guys?
Yeah, and that's there are. And so antiqueautofest.com is the place you want to be to register. And basically, to register for the overall event is free, and we encourage everybody to do that. We will put those folks in, for a drawing at the end of some kind, the folks that are pre-registered in the system. And that's free to do that. But then you can add on participation in the poker run, which is $15. You can add on participation in the parade, which is $10. You can add on participation in Holiday Island's 9/11 tribute. That's $10. You can buy a T-shirt on there. I think we have them set at 20 or 25. We're going to have a really cool T-shirt, 50th year. So yeah, but registering is going to be super important, and you might just get something out of it. So you want to take
I love it.
that and get registered.
Those T-shirts are popular, that's for sure. And being the 50th for sure, that's going to be a collector's item, I know. So the awards that are given, I'm guessing there's several different categories for all of that, right, guys? How many awards are we breaking down on these cards?
So what's different this year is that in the past we've done an official judge show, either out at the Passion Play or out at Pine Mountain. Well, given the restrictions in place and we weren't even sure we could necessarily have it. And so when we were able to have it and be confident that we could make it happen, there wasn't really time to put together the judge show and get together all the judges and do all that kind of stuff. So we're not going to have an official judge show. It's going to be more of an informal show where everybody's just kind of looking at the cars and taking them in for what they
Enjoying it.
are. Not necessarily competing with one another for anything, but just out here in Eureka Springs, Holiday Island, and Berryville, having a good time, enjoying the vehicles.
Yeah. Well, it's a delicate balance. We did have a few comments. First of all, I want to say hi. Sean's watching. Thank you for watching, hey, Sean. Judy is watching also, and she says she's looking so forward to this event. Wonderful. Awesome. Yes, Judy, it is. It's encouraging to be getting sorting back into the event world a little bit here in Eureka Springs. Sean saying, looking forward to seeing all the cars. Happy we'll still have the freedom to enjoy these activities. Yes, and we do have one that has someone that is commenting that it has a concern, and I know that you guys at the Chamber of Commerce have fielded a lot of big question for everybody: why having events? So we do have we are a hot spot here in Arkansas. I'm going to let you take that, Mike or Devin. Comment on the comment here. COVID's rampant here, worse than last year. Why are you having an event? I'm going to let you guys address that if you don't mind, Devin and Mike.
Yeah, I would just say, we want to continue to encourage and support the economy that we have and the businesses that we have in the safest possible manner under the circumstances. And so we believe that we can conduct this event, the 50th Antique Auto in the Ozarks, in a way that's going to be safe and still encourage tourists to come to our community and support our local businesses.
Yeah, and it goes back into, the official judge show and some of these other things that cause dense gatherings. We steering away from those isn't really a huge deal right now for that reason. But also, typically this event was congregated right in Eureka Springs. And now we're encompassing 2 other cities, and so we're spreading it out. To where people just aren't going to be on top of each other and all over one another. The places that we have set up, the poker run in Berryville, that'll be pretty distanced. Holiday Island, everybody will have space. In the parade, there'll be space. And so having events right now, we've done this for almost 50 years. This particular car show, and I can tell you that. We get a lot of calls and a lot of inquiries. People want it to happen, and so
and I think you've done a creative process of trying to make it be different and yet the same, and answering that the needs of our economy. You're hit the nail on the head there, Mike. It's a delicate balance right now, and I think that all the chambers have done a really fine job of collaborating here and keeping safety in mind as much as you can. And of course, here at Eureka Springs Channel, we have been advocating more than anything: travel safely, get vaccinated, and do bring your mask, because there are still some businesses in our area that are requiring masks to enter in their businesses, private owned businesses. So I do encourage, from Eureka Springs channel standpoint, we encourage you to get vaccinated and to bring your mask just in case, to actually comply with everyone's private wishes as far as their business is concerned, and it is a delicate balance. But I think I've been very proud of our area in the respect that our businesses have done a fantastic job of fielding this the landmine basically that we're all living through. But I've been very proud of our area and the cooperation that everybody has been doing to make it as safe as possible for everyone coming. So thank you to all three of you guys. It's a fantastic event. I'm going to give the information one more time here for the antiqueautofest.com. And I believe I'm going to put up the one call number there for the Eureka Springs Chamber of Commerce if you need more information to call Devin or Mike or anyone there that's fielding the calls there at the Chamber of Commerce, 479-253-8737. And Barb, I love all these collaborative efforts that are happening around our area. I know that you're a big proponent of us all working together, and you are leading the way and making that happen. So thank you to the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce for leading the way in that conversation, and thanks to everyone involved. We appreciate all of you guys keeping the spirits up and keeping the activities going in the best safe way we can. Thank you to all of you guys for making that happen.
Thank you, Melody. We appreciate it. And, again, I'll say thanks to CS Bank for sponsoring this event and making sure we could have it.
Definitely. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Devin and Mike.
Okay,
thank you for joining
take
us.
care, Melody. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
When I ask you guys, don't leave yet. I'm going to come back and we go live. I got one more thing I'm going to talk to y'all about before you leave, so don't leave our stream. I'm going to take y'all off the screen. Thanks again. We'll see y'all guys in a second. I love all the collaboration. I love that, Eureka, we're a tight community. We're sticking together. We're making things happen and doing the best that we can. We appreciate you guys watching Eureka Springs channel and this broadcast. You can help us spread all the good news about Eureka Springs by clicking the share button. You can subscribe and like and follow us. Share this with your family and friends. Tell people to get their reservations made for Eureka Springs for a fantastic weekend that'll be coming up for the Antique Automobile Festival in September. And thank you for joining us. And we'll see you again tomorrow for another live stream with the Holiday Island Chamber of Commerce. So we hope you'll join us. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.